It is cold. It is cold. I have got my hot water bottle. Yeah, it's freezing. I'm keeping warm with some hot water. Hello. Sean. Thank you, Sean. That's awesome to have you. Morning. Let me know who's here. People are just joining. People should get some notifications. I've got my cup of tea ready, actually. It is horrible. Everything's a mess. My hair's a mess. I say it's too early, but it's not too early. It's like 11:30 over here. Thank you so much for joining me, though. Oh, this caramel crown's stuck. Hi, Salisbury Karate Club. Hello, mate. So I'm just dunking. Sorry, I am eating, but I'm hungry. That's cool. Hi, Scott. Hi, Sean. Hi, Barry. Welcome. Mate, it's freezing. I'll tell you about how cold it is in a minute. Because I've just had an experience of how cold it is. It is not pleasant, I tell you. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Jim. Oh, Jim's got COVID. Isn't it funny? So I got COVID after coming back from Australia, probably from the plane. But you go so long without catching it, and then bam, it hits you when you think it's dying down. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Hasta la Vista. Hi, Ernie. Yeah, I expect. Yeah, I'm sure there's snow up north as well, like up in Scotland and whatnot. Definitely snowing. Oh, you don't want to see my clothes on the area there, which is not a good idea when it's so cold and putting clothes on an area because they don't dry. It's not pleasant. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Chandler. Yeah, it must be quite early for Chandler, actually. Hi, Linda. Sorry, I'm eating while people join. I'm just having some caramel crowns dipped in tea as people are getting notifications that I am live. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Thanks. Honestly, I hate you lot from Australia telling me how warm it is. Hi, Malcolm. Hello, mate. Thanks for joining me. Well. The football was a disaster. Harry Kane is bloody awful. And not just because he missed a penalty. That's, that happens. Hi, Mandy. Good idea, having a last cuppa. Apparently having a hot drink cools you down. Doesn't make sense, but apparently a hot drink cools you down. Hey, Scott, I would probably take 12 degrees at the moment because the weather over here, I think, is still in minus. Yeah. What is the weather? What is the temperature at the moment here? Hang on. Stand by. Oh, it's 1 degree apparently. That isn't my address, so don't worry. That's today. There you go. The rest of the week. That's the rest of the week where I am. Nice and cold, into the minus figures. But it does go up to 12 degrees apparently next Sunday. So as soon as the rain comes, it warms up. Apparently rain has a warming effect. Yeah, great. Everyone from Australia is having a really hot time now. Thanks a lot. Honestly. How do I put up with you lot, honestly? Rubbing it in about the hot weather. I'm going to have one more biscuit and then I'm going to talk about what's been going on. That's the way I normally start these little chats. Talk about what's been going on in the week and then throw it over to you to create the conversation. So I'm just having this last biscuit, and then we'll get started. You cannot beat a caramel crown. I'm just saying. Right, better not eat too many of them. Right. People are coming in still. Hi, top 40. Skull and Crossbones. Hello, mate. Linda. Sorry, say hello. George. Hello, George. Larissa. Hello from the Atherton Tablelands. Far North Queensland. Is Charlie back or are you backing? Does that mean is Charlie back from Gdansk? Because Gdansk was filmed last weekend. And there'll be part 2 coming out this Saturday coming. Now that was cold apparently. Jay, it makes me feel slightly better that you got sunburnt. Slightly better. No, I'm not. I don't mind hobnobs, but caramel crowns, mate. Sadly, we don't get these in the UK, but these are incredible. Hi, Shane. No, this is brand new. We got it like yesterday, I think. It came. Our ones. Did you know? Hot water bottles. We only just discovered this. If you see, hot water bottles have that. So that was the year it was made, and then I think after a certain amount of dots or something, even though there's only one lot set, you can't really see. I don't think. Yeah, there's only 2 dots there, but you're meant to throw them away after a certain amount of time. And we had our previous ones for a very long time. Hi, Rachel. Nice to have you again here, Rachel. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, it seems a bit of a mix of weather over in Melbourne at the moment. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We've got about 46, 47 people in here. Awesome to have you. So, right, I'm going to talk about what happened this week. Charlie's out helping her nan move house. Charlie's nan has lived in her 3-bed house, 3-bed semi-detached house for about 50-something years. As some of you may know from previous live streams, but her health has gone down quite quickly in the last year. So she's moving to not a care home, but one of those residential places. So she's a bit sad. She's a bit sad, but she's got the family helping her move today. So that's why Charlie's not here. They're moving into like a little 1-bed flat with carers that are able to come and help. So that's why Charlie's not here. Now, this week, what have we done this week? We played bowls the other day and we were very, very close, and we gave 11 shots away in 2 ends and buggered it up. So we lost bowls. The car. Talking about the car. So, I did have my home charger installed on Tuesday. So I've got my home charger installed for my electric car. We changed our tariff over for our energy company. So we get, for 6 hours overnight, we get 10p a kilowatt, which is quite good. So that's nice, just plug in. We've had police down our street because there was a burglary on an old lady's house down the end. So, yeah, a little bit, Bloody burglaries. I think burglaries are one of the worst crimes you can do, other than, like, rape, things like that. But burglaries are a really, really horrible crime because you then don't feel safe in your own home, and your own home is the place you're meant to feel safe. So I feel really, really sorry for the lady, poor old lady. Her husband's not around anymore. Really sorry for her. Tim asks, am I okay? It's not coming home. Well, I never said it was coming home. I predicted France to win. I predicted France to win 3-1. I thought they would actually be better than they were. They weren't that great. Just players like people like Harry Kane are bloody awful. So that helps. But otherwise, that is about all we've done this week. It's not been a busy week. I think because Charlie's been working a lot, and up till Christmas she's working. I think she's got another 2 days off up till Christmas. It's absolutely mental. So it's literally 2 weeks, and she's got 2 days off in 2 weeks. So she is very, very busy. But working in retail, that is what you have to expect. Exactly, Ernie. Harry Kane plays for Spurs, so he's used to not winning things. But he is awful. And I'm not even talking... If we're talking... Right, we'll talk about the football very quickly. Look, I'm not talking... Look, I blamed... If you were with me on the live stream yesterday or you were watching... I'm not blaming Harry Kane for missing the penalty. Yes, he should have at least got it on target. But, yeah, but Brian, it is. It's cold, mate. It's cold in this house. I'm not talking about Harry Kane missing the penalty because that happens. I'm talking about how badly he played in general throughout the tournament. That's what's frustrating. Hi, Crystal. Look, I didn't necessarily expect us to win, and actually, I think we played in general better than the French, but we didn't win. So that's the way it is. Hi, Scott. Now, I said I don't think we've really done a lot. Not really done a lot else this week. It's been a bit of a slow one. Like I say, Charlie's been working and whatnot. So I'm winding down at the moment for Christmas. I've got 1 more week left of football coaching before we break up for a couple of weeks, or 2.5 weeks. Still be doing... Oh, yes, I was going to talk about how cold it was quickly. So talking about how cold it is, at the moment, this is a first for me. At the moment, I am feeding... I'm feeding and watering. Hi, Still Fabric. I am feeding and watering pigeons, not like normal street pigeons, but like fancy ones. I'm feeding. Hi, Belle. I'm feeding pigeons, and I'm also feeding budgies. Now, the pigeons are in like a big wooden hut thing, and the budgies are out in a shed in their cages. And when the owner went away, he didn't realise how cold it was going to be. So I'm feeding them every couple of days. The last day I went 2 days ago, it was, the water has started to freeze just on the top layer. And so because the gentleman's on a cruise, he's not really contactable. So he gave me an emergency contact to speak to, which is his wife's daughter. And so I gave her a call. I would certainly take a look at that, Crystal. I will certainly take a look at that, definitely. I don't watch the Queen's Christmas message in the first place, so Jay, it won't make any difference for me. So 2 days ago, the water and things were starting to freeze. Today, she came and met me because I didn't have access to the house. I just had a key for the gate to get in around the outside. Anyway, thanks, Blue Dog. So I called her and I said, look, it's getting cold. It is, it's colder than it was 2 days ago. Hi, Tideman. So I went there today, met her. She let me go inside. When I went to see the budgies, they got like little beakers with little spouts. And their water, I took it off, and their water was solid ice. There was no way of drinking that water. It was so... ice. So luckily that the daughter has given me the key to the inside to use hot water. The pigeons' water was cold. So it is so cold that even the budgies' water is solid ice. And so good job. I'm a good citizen. I'm a good worker and was worried about them. So that's how cold it is at the moment. Hi, Robert. Hello, mate. Crystal, you need to get a heated throw blanket, much cheaper than a heater, and you can just wrap it around yourself and disconnect the power cable when you need to walk around. Crystal, the only problem, I've looked at them and they're not that cheap. They aren't that cheap. They are a bit expensive. Hi, Sweat Patch, lovely name. Thanks for the condolences. No one's died. Oh, hello, Pix. Pixie's coming to say hello. Hi, Frankie. Anyway, yeah. Pixie's come. Honestly, she just headbutts me. She won't headbutt my head. No, she headbutts my arm. Yeah. See, the thing is, though, the problem is this year the prices have probably tripled or quadrupled. That's the problem. Normally, I'd have the heating on. This time last year, I would have the heating on. Don't show them your bum, Pix. It's as bad as Lena yesterday humping the bed. Anyway, yeah, the problem is you got one for $20 at Kmart. I'm going to have to find some cheap shop that sells them because I've looked on Amazon, I've looked on eBay, and you're looking at least like 40 quid. Stop showing them your bum. You filthy animals. Sorry about that. She's, rude. Yeah, but it's a good idea to get a heated blanket, heated duvet. Not duvet, it's blanket. What was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, right. Yeah, the cold. I don't necessarily mind the cold. So being a dog walker, I actually like it when it's freezing because all the dogs stay nice and clean because the mud is rock hard and they can't get muddy. So I actually quite like it when it's freezing cold. When it starts then getting muddy, that's the bad time. I hate when it's muddy. So freezing cold is okay. I can wrap up. But I would prefer about 25 degrees. That's ideal. 25 degrees is like the perfect temperature. So yeah. I will look because we will need one. And it's not like it's not that I can't afford to pay for the gas because we obviously run on gas. Our radiators here, under here are, it's gas heats up the water. But it's just the principle of it. How can I justify paying 3, 4, 5 times the price? I don't think I can. I really can't. I think it's disgusting that the government is sort of helping us. She just wants a little look, but then she can't stay still. The government, to be fair, are paying for some of it. They are paying for some of it, to be fair. But the fact that every government around the world is allowing this to happen, it does make me laugh though, because obviously a lot of my audience are Australian. I don't think you guys realise. I know she's sweet, isn't she? I don't think you guys realise how expensive gas and electricity is over here. Now, lucky I've got solar panels, so my electricity isn't necessarily killing me. Oh, thanks, Frankie. Thanks, mate. That's really kind of you. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I don't think you realise how expensive it is over here. I can tell you for gas. I can tell you. Now, obviously, luckily. Hi, Susan. Hi, No Vigilance. I can tell you at the moment, right? Please tell me what your comparison is, please. I'd love to know what you're paying roughly per kilowatt. Hang on, stand by. So at the moment, I think I'm paying about 42p per kilowatt of electricity. 42p per kilowatt. Now, obviously, when it's sunny, it's great because I'm not paying anything. 42p per kilowatt of electricity. Okay. For gas, gas actually at the moment isn't too bad. But you just need a lot of it. That's the problem. Gas is currently 10.5p per kilowatt. So about, what's that? I'd say roughly 20p a kilowatt of gas. Problem is you use a lot of gas. It's cheaper, but you use a lot more of it. Yeah, so about 42p per kilowatt of electricity and about 10p per kilowatt of gas, but you use loads of it. So it's yeah, costs a lot. Yeah, as I said, because obviously all our radiators, we use gas to heat the hot water in the tank in the loft we do, and the gas for the radiators to heat that up. It's expensive. Yeah, so I couldn't find any that were that cheap. I think the cheapest one I found was about £37, which is like 70 plus dollars. Well, you say that, but Scotland produce a lot of don't Scotland produce a lot of gas? Rowan, see, that is so cheap. Aussie TV, Rowan, that is so cheap. See you later, Frankie. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. Yeah. So Aussie, we say Aussie's one, which is about 27 cents. That's about say about 15p. That is dirt cheap for electricity. Ours is what, 4 times more almost? 3-4 times more? Wow. That's unbelievable how cheap yours is. Absolutely incredible. No wonder why you can afford to have your aircon on all the time and then reverse aircon or whatever you call it to heat the place. Wow. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Absolutely mad how cheap yours is compared to ours. Yeah, yours. I said yours is 3 or 4 times cheaper than ours. This is why I'm not turning the heating on. As I said, I've got it 10p a kilowatt overnight. With the intelligent, because I've got the electric car, so I've been turning on the washing machine and the dishwasher at night time, setting a delay. Oh man, that's painful. Yeah, we have so we have the standing charge, which is a set price every day, just to have the luxury of having the equipment in the first place. So our standing charge is about 42p as well of electricity, and then I think 25p standing charge for gas. So straight away, before we use anything, I am already about 70p down. Before you even get anything into the house, already 70p down. You know, times that by 70p by 365. Yeah, it's a lot. Yes, if you haven't already, guys, we got 64 people in here at the moment. 65. Hit the like button down below. It'll only take you a second. If you haven't subscribed and you are on here, make sure you subscribe. You can only join the chat if you subscribe. So, yeah, please do. Right, what are we saying? I would love ours to go back down. Ours should go down at some point, you would think. But I tell you what the big problem is that, so not necessarily the gas, because is there such a thing as renewable gas? I don't know. But for electricity, I'm with Octopus Energy, and they're really good, to be fair, really good. But the problem with energy companies is they say that they basically give us 100% renewable electricity, right? So from solar, from wind, or whatever. The problem is these companies have to pay the wholesale price for electric, and that is not the renewable price. That is from electricity made from oil and gas, or coal and all that. Why are energy companies not allowed to buy renewable energy at a cheaper rate? Because renewable energy, solar energy is the cheapest form of energy you can get. So why are the energy companies not allowed to buy the solar power at a cheaper rate than the gas and the gas and coal electric? It doesn't make sense. It is mad. It is absolutely mad. It's Sounds like it's raining outside. Oh, sounds like it's raining outside. But yeah, look, the system over here is absolutely awful, and it makes me a little bit jealous when I hear about the costs of things over in Australia, because ours is, as I said, ours is double, 3 times more, 4 times more. It's really frustrating, really frustrating. I'm sorry, Blue Dog, mate. Your prices are 3 or 4 times cheaper than ours. You know, you have no reason to complain, sadly. You have no reason to complain. Renee, our mortgage, we just renewed our mortgage. We were on a 1.8 and got it for 3 years at 3.2, 3.24. So I think our monthly has gone up by about £100 on the mortgage. So it's not awful. Yeah, it's not awful. Is our water expensive? I don't really know about our water. Our water just comes out automatically, like every quarter. I don't really know. It's not something I really know about. I don't know how much comes out. Yeah, I really don't know. But it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Scott, what? Gas or electric, Scott? What are you talking about? Did you know? Oh, here's a fact for you. Did you know? I don't. I don't know, mate. Sean, I really don't know. Water isn't my jurisdiction. That's Charlie's. So did you know? I think last Sunday, might have been last Sunday or the Sunday before, South Australia was in a negative energy, whatever. So basically, South Australia was using less. What were they saying? Something along the lines of, with solar power and wind and whatnot in South Australia for an hour in on a Sunday. South Australia didn't actually need the electricity that they had, something like that. Well, I can't remember, a negative deficit or something it was called. Yeah, because of all the generation, all the solar and everything that's generated in South Australia. It was only on a Sunday, which people use less apparently, but really, really good. And that's going to happen more and more as more people get more solar and wind and everything. Yes, that's what it is, Kat. I can't get my words out. But how good is that? How good is that for, yeah, how good is it? Sorry, my solar panels are quite good. Yeah, my solar panels are quite good. I have a PV capacity of 2.9 kilowatt P. Whatever that means. But yeah, apparently they are quite good ones. So, yeah, it's quite good. So yeah, anyway, right, that's that. You guys are leading the conversation now. We've been on almost half an hour. Well, I do. If we're still on the whole solar and stuff, I love that the Aussie government have massively subsidised solar panels. How good is that? All our subsidies from the government have pretty much gone from the grants for solar panels, the grants for EV cars, everything has gone. And you're like, well, you're trying to incentivize people to buy solar panels out of their own money and things like that, and you're taking away any sort of support. It's mad. You want to push this, and you're making it harder for people to get them. I know they're getting slightly cheaper as more people are buying them, but it needs to be quick, right? You need to be quick. You need to get away from the old the gas and coal and oil and idiots. No, but you had massive incentives to get solar panels, though. I know how cheap you guys got them and still do get them. What are you going to do about solar when the snow hits? Well, That's why you don't just rely on solar. You have wind, you have tidal, you have nuclear down the line as well. You've got to have. That's the thing. The sun doesn't always shine. The wind doesn't always blow. That's why you have different things to to give you electricity. And also, it's about actually people changing their habits, because you need, actually, what you don't want is everyone using their electricity at the same time. Like in the UK, a lot of people use their electricity between about 5 and 6. So what that does is creates a spike of usage, and you need to make sure you've got enough electricity from there. And so you need it really to be a kind of an even scale throughout the day. So it's almost about people just using their electricity at different times, the white goods and things, No, I wouldn't get up on the roof. No, I don't like heights, to be honest. But it is that's you've got to rely on different sources. You've got to have the batteries that are going to be coming in, especially the new technology in batteries. The solid state batteries, which isn't new technology, but it's being used in a different way. Hi, Cal. So yeah, exactly, Roy. Yeah, nuclear is not. It's not as dangerous as it used to be, for sure. Cat, my cousin sells them, and he even adds on family discounts too. That is sweet. Sadly, I've already got mine. Thank you, Loco Hombre. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cohen, I've had that on my thing for ages, and I will get to it, I'm sure, at some point. Does Australia have a year a year set to stop the sale of combustion engines? Because obviously we in the UK, the government has set it to 2030, and no more brand new combustion engines will be allowed to be sold in car form. I think probably motorbike form as well. Yeah. Does Australia have that as well? Because that's what you need. You need a deadline that the companies need to stick to then really boost. See, that's wrong. They should. As I said, if you have a set deadline, it's like losing weight for something, right? If you have a set deadline, you've got to get to that by that deadline. And I said, ours is 2030. I think ours should be made sooner, to be honest. These car companies keep bringing out these combustion engine vehicles. It's not great. Hey, well, Neil, talking about that. So my solar panels were averaging about 17 pence, which is say 30p, just over about 35 cents. Because I've now switched to an intelligent tariff, which is like 10p a kilowatt at night that I'm charging for the car. It's now I'm only getting 4.1p per kilowatt from solar. It's rubbish. To be fair, Cohen, I don't like the noise anymore. Hi, Andy. Since driving the Cupra, the electric, I really don't like the noise of combustion engines. I still have my van, and I like the quiet. I don't need to hear revving. I really don't. It gets on my nerves. Yeah, good idea, Rachel. See you later. Well, the problem is, Charlie, they can't stop people having guns. They're not going to stop people having bloody revving engines, are they? I watched an interesting video, Roy. I watched an interesting video the other day, and I don't think I'll have a link of it anymore. But it was basically, I think it was one of the Kia Neros or something like that, the electric, driving from Adelaide to Sydney, and it made it fine on electric. It made it absolutely fine, even with a massive detour with a bridge closed. It's not that bad. It's not that bad though. It really isn't, Cal. There are plenty, and it won't be that bad. I said with new technology coming out with big distances on vehicles, it's not that bad. Yeah, Cat. I don't need it. I really don't need the noise. I love the speed. I love being able to go vroom around. Actually, it doesn't make that noise. Vroom. That's why I'm too used to the noise. Yeah, if you look on a map, charging stations are popping up everywhere. Everywhere. So what you could think of, everywhere that it has a petrol station can have an EV station, right? If you manage to drive, well, I bet there probably is. I bet there's some. See you later, Skull and Crossbones. As I said, with the technology that's improving with battery life, and the amount, the distance now coming out on some of these cars, you know, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Cohen, mate. Cohen, some of these electric cars. I don't know if any of you watch Top Gear. Top Gear used to have obviously Jeremy Clarkson and Richard Hammond and James May. It's now got Paddy McGuinness, Freddie Flintoff, and Steve Harris. Not Steve Harris. Might be, what's his name? Harris. Anyway, they did a Top Gear a couple of weeks ago, and it was a new. I don't know if it was the Rivian, but it was an electric car, and it pissed all over a Lamborghini. It was like gone, and a Lamborghini could not keep up. I tell you what, I said I've been watching this year's series, and it's quite enjoyable. It is quite enjoyable. So give the recent series a chance, actually, because I did. I gave it a chance, and it's good. Chris Harris. I knew it was Harris. This year's Top Gear is actually really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it so far. They had a break. They've had a break because of the World Cup. Yeah, but it's really good. It's really good. Worth a watch. Worth a watch. Yeah, because you'll get the speed from electric cars that you won't necessarily get from petrol and diesel. Exactly. There you go, Sean. Exactly. Because it was too fast. Well, there you go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hang on. So I'm reading Crystal. I want them to invent a battery for an EV to be different cells, and you can remove them at a time to take inside and charge in your house. As someone that lives in unit with no parking, it's needed. That is obviously the situation. So we haven't got off street parking, and we've got our cable that runs across the pavement. It's not very far. It's 2 meter the pavement wide, and we have the cable cover. But some people don't have parking, and that's why you need the cheap charging stations for sure. The rapid cheap charging stations, but hybrid is a joke. Hybrid is a cop out. Hybrid is a cop out. But yeah, right. Let's move on. Hang on, I'm just reading these last comments. The Leaf is Sean, I really don't like the Leaf. I really don't like the Leaf. I think the Leaf is a horrible car. A hybrid is nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Anyway, right. You guys, what we're going to talk about. What are we going to talk about? You guys are leading the conversation, so we can probably... exactly. Yeah, exactly. Salisbury. Right. We're going to move away from electric cars. It is raining. God, that'll melt the ice and the snow. Not the snow, sorry, the frost. Yeah. See you later, Crystal. As I said, we're not staying on for too long, only probably for about an hour, and we've been about 40 minutes now. Yes, I hear it's raining. Yeah, I hear. Well, there you go. It's raining in Adelaide. It's raining in Melbourne. Possibly, Cohen. I can possibly do that. Salisbury, you've never experienced snow. Oh my God. You need to go to Mount, whichever mountain it is. One of them. What's happening for Christmas? What is happening for Christmas? Christmas at the moment, I don't really want to leave my house because I'm, I like to be in my own house. So I've got my mum and stepdad coming round. I've got my sister, her husband, and my niece coming round. So we're cooking. Hi, Nugget and Brooks. Hello, mate. Yeah, so I've got mum, stepdad, sister, husband, and niece coming round for Christmas. We're going to be cooking. I'm thinking of doing a roast beef, nice medium roast beef. Decent Yorkshire puddings and all that sort of stuff. Roasted veg and stuff. I don't really want to do turkey this year. I get a bit fed up of turkey. So yeah, a nice roast beef with mum, stepdad, sister, husband, and niece coming round. So that should be good. That should be all right, I suppose. I'm going to get drunk, I think. I'm going to drink a lot just to put up with them. Yeah. Brian says, am I going to be watching the Big Bash cricket? I'm going to try. I am going to try. I think I'm going to try, depending on what time it is, next Sunday. Next Sunday is the 16th. I'm going to try and watch that game. Hang on. Big Bash. So, Big Bash fixtures on the Sunday is the one I'm going to watch because that works out time-wise for me. Sunday the 18th. Renegades versus Sydney Thunder at 8:15 in the morning. I think that's the one I'm going to watch. As long as I can get it on TV, that is the one I'm going to watch. Okay? I will put it up at some point on my list. But that kind of works on a good time because I've got Sunday morning off, I think. Oh, no, I don't have Sunday off. Oh, no, I don't think I can watch it. I've got bowls next Sunday. It's a rearranged match. Oh, that's buggered that up, hasn't it? Oh, man. No, I won't be watching that one. What's the game on the Sunday? Hang on. There's a match on the Monday, isn't there? Ugh. No. Because there's a game on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but obviously I'll be working. That's annoying. Oh, no, there is one. I may end up watching, I'll tell you what, I may end up watching the Monday, the 19th of December. For me, it's at 8:15 in the morning, Hobart versus Perth. Yeah. And I may even watch the Adelaide Strikers versus Sydney Thunder. Don't know. But I can possibly watch the one on the 19th, possibly. Yeah, I can possibly watch that one. It's a bit, well, yeah, I'll have to watch it before I go to work. I don't record stuff. Well, what it is, Kat, what it is I moan about cricket being really boring, but I because I know you guys, a lot of Aussies like cricket, and that's an audience that I can open up to. So I can, yeah, I do want to watch it to at least give it a try. So maybe the Monday one instead. So if people want to join me on a Monday evening for you guys, that would be great. Yeah, that's the thing, Cal. I think the T20 will be better for me to watch because it's more interesting. Yeah. So I'll give that a try. Probably the Monday one. Hi. No, I'm not feeling lonely. I love it when I'm on my own. Hang on. Yeah, I don't really like Turkey. Which British actor should be the next James Bond? Probably Idris Elba. Probably Idris Elba. Yeah, probably Idris Elba, I think. Mandy, I'm going to my friend's Swedish Christmas, hoping there's no salted licorice. What? Salted licorice? Sounds awful. You're interested in knowing more about my dog walking business. I have done a couple of videos, Andy. I have done a couple of videos on our vlog channel, so if you haven't already subscribed to the vlog channel, Charlie went to Gdansk last weekend, and that's what's this week's vlog and next week's vlog, so make sure you check it out. Subscribe to the vlog channel down below. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try, Cohen. I'm going to give it a try. No, Larissa, I don't really, I don't see what people see in cricket, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I promise you, I will try. I will. Oh my God, Charla, I didn't realise you were actually moving to Australia. Last Christmas living in the US this year, Charla. Charla is moving to Australia from Texas. Unbelievable. Charla, where are you moving to? Whereabouts in Australia? I'm sure there's people that would be, be friends with you. James Bond cannot be a woman. With all due respect, James Bond cannot be a woman. Because that's not James Bond. It's not about sexism or anything. It's just James Bond is a man character. Hi, Real Jones. Don't be a lurker, my friend. Don't be a lurker. Scott, I'm a Southampton fan. See you later, Melissa. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kat. Kat, that is what I'm thinking. Give T20 a go. It's a little bit faster paced. I don't have to be watching literally for about 12 hours. I'll give it a try. Yeah, Chandler won't have to worry about being shot. I don't even know who Aaron Taylor Johnson is. Right, I'm going to Google that now. I'm going to Google that, Cat, to find out who the hell Aaron Taylor Johnson is. As I have no idea. Hang on. Aaron Taylor. Oh, he's a handsome chap. Oh, no, is he? Yeah, he's a handsome chap. I don't know who he is. Yeah. Maybe. He looks like he could do when he's got his, hair slicked back and things. So, Chandler, you're doing a little bit of travel first and then you're going to settle in Brisbane. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's brilliant. I haven't actually watched the recent James Bond film. I probably need to, but I actually haven't watched it. I can't believe it. Funniest chant you've heard participated in at the football. I do remember one year. It's always better watching in the lower leagues, not in the Premier League. Chants are much funnier when you're in the lower leagues. And it's got to be when Jason Puncheon didn't come out in the second half because he was on the toilet having a poo. So it was something along the lines of, he's having a poo, he's having a poo, Jason Puncheon, he's having a poo. Very simple, but effective. Yeah, I said I haven't watched all of. James Bond is the sort of films that's on a Sunday afternoon. Do you know what I mean? When you've had a Sunday roast, you're starting to doze off on the sofa, That is the type of film that is on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, they do actually exist. Yeah, they do exist, just not everyone's got one. I do have to watch it, Larissa. I do have to at some point. The Life and Times says, I'm moving to Tassie to live off grid in a tiny home on a large property. That's after I travel for a year first with my 3 dogs. Look out, Tassie, we're coming. That sounds exciting. I prefer a big house rather than a tiny house, though. But I do like the large property. That's awesome. That's really great to hear. What are we coming up to? We're going to be about 10 more minutes, I think. We're up to 50 minutes. I just wanted to be on here for about an hour. As I did no video today. I don't think anyone needs a video every day, do they? See you later, Neil. Thanks for joining me, mate. Yeah, right. Fight and win. So honestly, some of the Yankee bloody chants during the World Cup, awful. Absolutely awful. Peggy says, hi Rob, I'm sending my mother in Glastonbury dark choc fruit chocks from Adelaide. Awesome. I said my favourite are the white chocolate raspberry. They are the best. But good idea. Everyone needs to experience fruit chocks for sure. Sorry, Dylan. Yeah, I was only doing an hour today because I would have, if I was up earlier. I said I had birds to feed this morning, so I wasn't up as early to do a live stream as thought. That's a good one. Yeah, when your team is rubbish and you lose anyway. So you probably should, Salisbury. Yeah, you probably should. You probably should. Well, it's awesome to have everyone on here. So awesome to have you. It's not quite the 300 plus that I was having when we did live streams at airports, but it's awesome to have you. I really appreciate it. I find it funny you buy an e-car, but you gripe about heating your house. Well, that's the thing. All the extra electricity I'm spending on the car, don't want to be using it to heat the house, do we? That's you got smart thinking, mate. Smart thinking. If I don't have to use the gas and electricity, then why do it? Bloody weather. It's raining, but it hasn't got rid of the frost from the fence. That doesn't make sense. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, Rowan. That doesn't make any sense to anyone else other than you. Alan, it wasn't a good game. Well, it wasn't a bad game. Night, Brian. Thanks for joining me, mate. I don't know what I've even got. We've got bowls tonight. I'm going to do very little today. I might do a video for tomorrow. And then we've got bowls tonight. We're doing quite well on a Sunday night. Last one before January. Who have we got? Fleming Park? Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. Cat, I understand this. When no one else is home, I never turn on the heat. When people get home and they are like, why don't you just turn it on the heat? Normally I just forget though. Well, we've got all smart. I've got all the Google set up, so I can literally do it on my app, on my phone. So it's quite clever to do that. My fear is how expensive Christmas is going to cost. Christmas, I'm going to have to turn the heating on for everyone, right? And it's going to be quite warm all day. So my gas bill is going to go whoosh up. And then with the oven going for hours, which is a gas. No, actually only the stovetop's gas, and it's electric inside. It's electric oven. So that is going to be an expensive day. So there you go. That's why I can't turn the heating on, because Christmas is going to cost so much. That's not nice, Alan. That's not nice. No one wants the French to win, do they? Alan, come on, mate. That's mean. That is not very nice. I might have to put this under my jumper. Hang on. Put this under my jumper. I don't think this is staying as hot as I like. My other one got really, really hot. Yeah, my other hot water bottle got literally... Yeah, if you held it on for too long, it would burn you. It's probably why I shouldn't have been using it. I hate everyone. I hate everyone for telling me how warm it is. What is it with you lot? Just mean. To be fair, you've only just had... you have only just had hot weather come, though. It has been pretty horrendous for quite a while in Australia. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. This is basically, if you're, to be fair, you guys are always talking about the weather just like us. It shows that really you're all British. You're all English, aren't you? Because that's all we do, talk about the weather. Small talk consists of talking about the weather and what it's like and what it's going to be like for the rest of the week. Thanks, Kat. Thanks. Thanks. I would say it's only just starting to get cold, but it's been cold for a while now. So depressing. It's just having to get up. It's getting up in the morning, having to scrape the car and things like that, which is awful. Cow, mate. That's a weird look. Are your thongs riding high? Because that's a weird look for a man. I said I don't mind it when it's really cold. If as long as it's frozen. As long as it's frozen, it's fine. And then the ground's nice and dry and, I am just picturing you now, Cal, with shorts on, with like maybe a green thong just riding up. You know what girls do nowadays, don't you? You know what girls do now with, I say they probably don't just do it now, when they're, instead of having their underwear like that, it's always like that, up over their hips. It's really weird. I'm literally imagining you now, mate, with shorts on, with like a green thong riding up your hips. Just so you know. And I don't even know what you really look like. So. Hi, New Falconer. Hello, mate. I will see you next time. It's funny we say whinging poms when Aussies ain't... Exactly, Scott. Aussies moan all the time. Aussies moan all the time. No better than us English. No better than us English moaning. Mate, that sounds weird, Cohen. Cohen, that just sounds weird. Cohen's girlfriend was you was wearing your girlfriend's thongs today, so she had to wear her mum's. That is weird. I hope you wash them in between. You filthy people. Exactly. No, it's not fantasizing still fabric. It is not fantasizing. It's imagining, not in a good way. In a humorous way, actually, if anything. Exactly. Well, if you're cold, you've got to wear boxer shorts or something, don't you, really? Well, the thing is, I know what you're talking about. However, like you know, they're flip-flops, for Christ's sake, and thongs are G-strings. Right. We're going to start leaving it there. We are literally about to hit an hour. Awesome to have everyone. Like I said, once again, we are really trying to push Cat. That's even weirder. Well, actually, no, that's less weird, I suppose. Yeah, that's less weird. In water. Women like to wear thong style bikinis. So, and you're a woman, sort of okay. Is my clock right? Yeah, my clock is right. Yeah, 12:30. 12:30 is right. Basically, you know when I film because of the clock. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said, really trying to push the vlog channel. Obviously, since coming back from Australia, views have got sort of gone down. So make sure you watch the vlog videos. You might find it interesting. You never know. Link in the description down below. If you haven't already, hit the like button on this stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm gonna head off. Have an awesome rest of your. Actually, you are your Sundays for most of you, unless you're a sand groper, as they say. Your Sunday is basically over. So have an awesome rest of your week. I've got the rest of my Sunday to try and enjoy. Yeah, have an awesome one. I am going to say bye. I will say hello to Charlie from every.